The video will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The video will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The video will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. Hi, it's Trisha the Knitting Lady. I had to do a live, I had to do so many courses to keep up my certification. And before the webinar started, it kept repeating, the webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. So I thought I'd begin my video with that. You know, not very funny, but. So it's Trisha the Knitting Lady, and I'm still trying to get used to this whole process of doing these videos. I had started a prior video with me playing the piano and singing. I was playing on my keyboard. Yes, I was knitting along in Wilmington. See, definitely don't have a voice. I can play the keyboards, but I can't sing. Anyway, let's see what I was talking about. I had recorded a video yesterday. I didn't like the way it sounded, so I erased it. So I begin all over again. And I know I'm a little sarcastic when I talk about, my singing voice, but I tend to be sarcastic and a bit cynical. My mother always said that sarcasm was the lowest form of wit. I don't really agree with that, but that was her opinion. So, you might ask, why did I choose to name Trisha the Knitting Lady? Number one, it flows a little better. I also crochet, but Trisha the Crocheting Lady doesn't flow as nice. Of course, I could call myself Trisha the Hooker. Can you imagine doing stand-up and they introduce me? And introducing Trisha the Hooker. Not only would I disappoint a few people, but I might get them sick to their stomach. So that's why I chose Trisha the Knitting Lady. So I've been knitting along and crocheting. Now, there's a common theme, or you might see it on the internet. I knit so I don't kill anyone. So I had gone to a therapist for one reason or another. And he said, I told him that. I said, I knit so I don't kill anyone. And he says, are you kidding? Look at these needles. They're weapons. And I said, what are you talking about? And I looked at him very closely. I said, he's got a point. You can stab and then choke. So that's the reason I never got bothered in the New York subway. I always wondered about that. So I am not affiliated with any yarn companies or any products. I'm just going to state what I'm working with. And I'm not recommending that anybody go out and buy these products or these yarns or anything. But I was making that cardigan. It's going to be a pullover. I finished the back. See the pattern? Now this is Premier Yarn, and it's Nordica. Premier Nordica. It's 100% anti-piling acrylic. Says like new, wash after wash. Well, we'll see. But I was looking at this band on the yarn, and it said tested and approved against 350 plus harmful substances. And the name of the company is Eco. I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it. OEKO-TEX. Ecotex. Confidence in Textiles. Standard 100. All right, so I do research all the time because I do tax research, plus other stuff. I had told you before, I'm in finance, very boring. But, so I looked it up, and it had said that it's a trademark, and it's tested and approved against 100 and plus harmful substances. I don't know what those harmful substances are. I looked that up, I couldn't find anything. But this is even extra special because it's against 350 plus. But why 350? Why not 349? See, that's a question I don't know. So I've been knitting along, you know, doing my extra webinars, my extra credit. Have to get ready for tax season coming up and other things that come up, because things are always changing. And I've been working on that sweater plus other things. So I think I've mentioned to you before about my two buddies. In fact, where are they? I think they're sitting in the chair over there. Let me see. Oh, there they are. Vincent and Salvador. They're just watching me. You know. Anyway, in fact, it's interesting about these two artists and a lot of older artists, because the fact people will forego present-day artists to buy prints of especially these two artists, to put on their walls. Now, Vincent, there he goes, he's just sitting there. Vincent only sold one painting his whole life. He didn't paint for many years. He didn't live very long, too. I think he lived till he was 37, till he committed suicide, or so they say. And he painted mostly the last few years of his life. But he must have been working 24/7 to paint, because he has a lot of work out there. But he only sold one painting his whole life. It'd be interesting to see how he felt today. Well, of course, I've asked him. He hasn't answered me. About his work going for millions of dollars now in all the museums all over the world. It's very interesting. And Salvador Dali, had a very successful career. And he's also a little full of himself as well. But what can you do? I'm trying to, I'll go into more of their history. You know, it's a shame with this COVID, they haven't been able to go visit their families. Of course, if they, you know, they've been dead for years, so it would be a shock for their families, but they haven't been able to visit them, just like so many other people. And what other thing was I thinking about? You know, emails. I know, being home more, I work from home anyway. But do you notice that you're getting more spam emails? I know I am. Did you ever look at the topics of these emails? I have to laugh. Okay, I get a lot of walk-in tubs, but I'm older. That's understandable. Tinnitus, I think is how you say it, with ringing of the ears. But the one thing I find interesting, there's a little fruit fly flying around. I get male enhancement, as if I really need that. Maybe. What do you guys think? Do you think you'll need male enhancement? They're not answering me. Also, mesh hernia screens. Not that I know what they are. I guess I could do some of my infamous research in that, but something tells me I don't really want to know. So that's about it. There's been nothing much going on. I have to get back to the beach and do other things. If you could leave me some comments and let me know if you had any questions for me. Like I said, I'm not getting personal. This is my alter ego. eagle. Listen to me, alter eagle. I can't even talk. Alter ego, Trisha the Knitting Lady. I'm not going into much of my personal life. I might relate stories, you know. I remember things like they were yesterday, and then I realize they were 20 years ago. That's what happens when you get older. But I might relate some stories, but hopefully I can bring some entertainment to all this. You know, talk about knitting, crocheting, art, history. Also, if you'd like to subscribe, that would be great. I'd love seeing your names all the time. So have a good day, and maybe I'll talk to you later. Bye now.